This is the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500 power station, a portable power solution with a bold, rugged look and some standout features that I think are worth talking about. It's not often I get my hands on a power station that promises this much, so I was pretty curious before unboxing and trying it for myself. Let me give you a quick review, walk you through how it feels, and share my real experience using it. Plus some thoughts for anyone considering a backup battery for home or outdoor adventures. The shape of this power station is one of the first things that caught my attention. The VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500 has a sturdy, almost tank-like body with chunky handles on either side. It feels reassuring to carry around, and the dual handles give you a solid grip even when the station is fully loaded. The black casing is accented with yellow trim, making it look sleek but not too flashy, just practical. There's a flat top with a storage compartment built into the lid. I actually love this little addition because it means I can stash my charging cables, manuals, or even a small toolkit instead of lugging around a separate bag. The plastic feels durable and robust, which leaves me feeling confident tossing it in the trunk or at the back of my SUV for a road trip. It's not a light unit though. At about 41 pounds, I did have to use both hands to move it around, but compared to dragging out a noisy gas generator, this is a trade-off I'm happy to make. From my experience using it these last few weeks, this thing is seriously user-friendly. Setting it up didn't require much effort. Out of the box, it had all the essentials: the station, AC charging cable for the wall, a car charging cable, and USB cables. The instructions were clear and straightforward, so within minutes I was up and running. One of the things I noticed right away was the display. It's clear, showing remaining battery percentage, input and output power. While it doesn't give you super detailed data like time remaining for full charge, as some high-end stations do, I still found it useful enough for most everyday situations. The key features for me, honestly, are about charging speed and versatility. It's advertised as being able to charge from 0 to 100% in just 1 hour when plugged into a wall outlet. I had my doubts, but I clocked it with my phone timer, and, true enough, it went from empty to full in just under 60 minutes. That's rare for power stations with a big 1548 battery. With that kind of capacity, I was able to charge my laptop, run a mini fridge, power a fan, and charge a couple phones, all at once. If you ever have a blackout or just want backup at home or at a campsite, this is enough to keep all your essentials running for hours. One thing I always look for these days is how well a power station works for travel and outdoor activities, and the FlashSpeed 1500 didn't disappoint. It's got 3 standard outlets for AC power, plus 2 high-watt USB-C ports that can fast-charge my MacBook Pro, and 4 regular USB-A outlets for phones, tablets, or anything else. There's also a car port if you want to recharge devices that use a 12-volt adapter. Something unique with this unit is the jump starter function. I didn't actually need to use it, but knowing that you could jump a standard car engine, truck, or van with the right cable is a really reassuring backup if you do road trips or RV camping. The manual does recommend getting the correct alligator clip cable separately. What surprised me the most is how adaptable it is for different charging methods. I took it camping and was able to recharge it using solar panels. It has a 400-watt solar input option during the day. It's a little slower than wall charging, of course. That took about 5 hours on a sunny day with a 400-watt panel, but still flexible enough for living off-grid. You can also top it off from your car with a 12-volt DC cable, so you're not limited to just household AC outlets. For anyone new to this kind of tech, let me explain the battery inside. The chemistry here is lithium iron phosphate, or LFP. That simply means the battery should last many years. The specs say at least 3,000 cycles from full to empty, which is roughly 10 years of daily use. For me, that's reassuring because I want something reliable for both emergencies and ongoing adventures. I really appreciate the uninterruptible power supply or UPS mode. That means you can keep your devices plugged in, and if you lose ZAC power at home, it will instantly switch over to the battery to keep things running without a noticeable interruption. I've tested that with a CPAP machine and a Wi-Fi router, and it worked just as promised. There's also a big LED light on the back, which can run bright, dim, strobe, or SOS mode. For camping and night activities, that's so much better than just a small flashlight stuck on the front. As I used the FlashSpeed 1500, a couple of things stood out that might matter depending on your priorities. On the plus side, the fast charging continues to impress, especially for a battery this size. Usually I expect to wait several hours. The top storage box sounds like a minor feature, but not having to hunt for adapters or cables is super convenient. especially if, like me, you tend to be a little forgetful when packing. I also noticed that, despite running a fridge and a laptop for hours, the battery percentage didn't drop as quickly as I expected. However, if you're powering heavy draw appliances, the charge does drain faster. On the downside, the weight might be a challenge for some people, especially if you're carrying it upstairs or moving it long distances. Also, the screen, while clear, is a bit basic. I would have liked to see extra info like estimated runtime based on current load, which some units now offer. Solar charging is excellent, but slower compared to plugging into the wall. So if you plan to rely mostly on sunshine, plan for long charging times, unless you have high wattage panels and direct sun. In my opinion, this is a great all-around power station for anyone looking for convenience, reliability, and lots of charging options. I'd recommend this for people who love camping, RVers, homeowners who want peace of mind during power outages, or even folks working outdoor events. The build quality feels solid, and the battery gives me confidence it will keep working for years. The option to add a second battery for more capacity is just the cherry on top. In conclusion, the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 1500 power station checks off all the key boxes for me. Fast wall charging, flexible recharging, strong battery chemistry, and practical details like the storage box and handles. While it's not featherweight and the display could be a little more advanced, those are pretty minor when you weigh them against everything it offers. If you're looking for a dependable backup or portable power for your adventures, this is definitely worth considering. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment if you have any questions or want to share your experiences with portable power stations. Thank you for watching.